Good afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark McGregor and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2010 model Toyota Kluger Grande wagon this afternoon. Starting off at the front of the car, as you can see the distinctive chrome grille on the Kluger, our driving lights right down in the bottom of our front bumper bar, and have a look at the way the car presents. Really impressive paintwork for the age of the car. Just about guarantee you this car was garaged earlier in its life or from the previous owner. And as we come around to the driver's side of the car, a few things to pay attention to. Factory alloy wheels with pretty much as new tyres. We've got our distinctive Grande badging on our driver's door, colour-coded exterior mirrors, the chrome door handles just give it that little bit of classy look. 2 proximity keys with this car, so we can lock and unlock the car simply by pressing the button on either of our front doors or by the remote itself if we wish. And as we scan down towards the rear of the car, as you can see, virtually unmarked. We've got a couple of minor scratches on our alloy wheels, probably consistent with its age, but paintwork presentation's outstanding. And it continues as we come around to the tailgate area. We've got our tailgate spoiler with our high mount stoplight. Once again, all of our distinctive Toyota chrome badging. It is an all-wheel drive as well, fitted with tow bar, gives us the ability to tow 2 tonne if required. Once again, paying attention to the condition of the rear of the car as well. And that consistency continues as we come down the passenger side of the car. Same as the driver's side, a couple of very minor scuff marks on our alloy wheels, but the overall presentation of the paintwork itself is really impressive. I can't really find any marks or dints or scratches on the passenger side at all. The only other thing I'll touch on is that it is fitted with genuine Toyota roof racks and also a factory sunroof as well. So let's have a little bit of a chat about the performance of this particular car. Powered by a V6 3.5 litre motor, certainly going to do what we want it to do. It'll deliver 201 kilowatts of power and 337 newton meters of torque, but still delivering fairly good fuel economy, 11.6 litres combined per 100 k's. So out of a 72 litre fuel tank, we're going to get 621 k's through a tank of fuel. Around at the rear of the car now, and a couple of really good options that we've got with this particular car. Being the Grande, we've actually got an electric tailgate. So simple matter of just holding our finger on the button of one of our 2 keys and we'll automatically lift our tailgate up out of our way. Thanks very much to our detailers for leaving that piece of paper in the back of the car. As you can see, we've got the 7-seat option set up at the moment, so still got a fair amount of leg room even in the 3rd row seats in the Kluger. So certainly able to get the kids in the back, keep them away from each other. And if we're not utilising the 3rd row seat, see how simple it is to drop that down into position. Our tow bar tongue sitting inside the car. We don't leave them on the vehicles when they're on the yard, so they don't get stolen, and so Mark doesn't break his leg. Underneath the storage cover here, we've got our factory cargo blind there. So if we're not utilising the 3rd row seats and we want to keep our cargo stored away securely, just utilise that cargo blind as well. Here we are inside the Kluger now, and we'll run through all of the features. The thing I like about this car is it's just it's what I call a hamburger with a lot. It's got everything. On our driver's armrest, all of our power window switches. Directly in front of that, our controls for our exterior mirrors, a brightness knob for our dashboard lights, and then we also have a manual button to open that tailgate from inside the vehicle as well if we wish. Automatic headlights in the Kluger will detect darkness approaching and turn themselves on. We've got our controls for our air conditioning on our right hand side of our steering wheel here as well. Then just a button to change the display up on our dash, which we'll get to in a minute. Factory cruise control settings down here on our right hand side. Height and reach adjustable steering wheel. So set ourselves up, lock it into position, we're good to go. On our left hand side, our audio controls, and then our Bluetooth buttons below that as well. Moving into the center section, as I mentioned, I can control the information on this small screen just by hitting the display button. As I mentioned, gives us our distance to empty, our current fuel consumption, and even our temperature inside the car and outside the car as well. Below that, we've got GPS, of course. Once again, being the Grande, you've got all of the options available. Reverse camera as well. And then all of our master controls for our stereo here as well. Below that, just obviously our load button for our CD players, obviously 6-stack in-dash CD, and then our display information as well. Climate control, air conditioning, dual zone as well. Once again, set it to what we require, and it does it all itself. We'll just move our T-bar out of the way so we can just highlight the fact that it's got front seat heaters, so passenger and driver can set the temperature of their seats to what's comfortable. Our T-bar, of course, it is an automatic. Generous size cup holders here to our left, and then we have downhill descent control, and just the snow button's more of a traction button that just assists us in the wet weather. Generous size cup holders here as well, so got plenty of room for drinks, and then a really generous storage compartment in here as well. Love that funky wood grain finish through the console as well. And we'll just have a good look around the interior, have a look at the quality of the leather seats, front and rear seats, all leather, all the way to the third row as well. Condition of our door trims, our carpets, we've got factory car mats in this car as well. The other important thing to pay attention to is the fact that it's got 7 airbags, so front, side and curtain airbags, also knee airbag for the driver. Allows this car an ANCAP safety rating of 5 stars. Other two things I want to touch on is the fact that it does have a factory sunroof, which we'll press the right button in a moment. We've got the up and down or the fully open function. So it brings it, and a good size sunroof, considering the fact that this car does also have a factory roof mounted DVD player. You're still getting a fair amount of opening in the sunroof as well. In the event that we don't want the sunroof open, automatic opening and closing. We can leave it where the cover's open, or if we don't want the sunlight coming in, just slide our cover closed. So as I mentioned earlier, you've pretty much got everything possible in this car. And the last thing, probably one of the highlights of where this car's been so far in its life, is the fact that it's got full Toyota service history all the way through. Serviced by a Toyota dealership where my family used to go on holidays at Maroochydore in Queensland, stamped all the way through right up to the current service. So really impressive with the way this car has been looked after so far in its life. So in summary, a really impressive example of a 2010 Toyota Kluger Grande. 201 kilowatts of power coming from a 3.5 litre 6-cylinder motor, 337 newton meters of torque, delivering 11.5 litres combined per 100 k's. Fuel economy, roof mount DVD, factory sunroof, reverse camera, genuine roof racks. It's got pretty much everything you want. Sat nav, reverse camera, the lot. So give us a call on 99070 555 for the opportunity to own a beautiful motor car.